Well, we're down to probably our last 1 to 2 hours of Cataclysm content, as far as I'm concerned. I got some mail. Someone said my mail is going to disappear in a few days, but within 7 days. But I think all the loot I've collected, so this is just letters. Yes, there's my legendary I sent myself. I need any help, Jacob. What? Oh, I'm Jake. Enjoy your videos a lot. Gear up, dress up, show up, never give up. Awesome. Wow, this is a lot of really awesome stuff for 110. So as soon as I hit 110, I'm stacked and ready to go. Thank you for the gold and the gear. That's really, really nice. I'm going to leave it in there for the time being. Then next time I get a chance, I'll go to a bank and I'll transfer it over. I've got 30 days to do so, which I'm hoping to hit 110 before then. So ideally, I will. I really do appreciate all the stuff. Thank you, Jacob Ramsey. So once I get, and the gold's really nice. I actually give me enough gold now. Next time I go to a flight trainer, I can get the max level flying speed, which is nice. That actually helps a ton. We queued up quick. I queued up just before the video started, about maybe 4 minutes ago, obviously, and we've already got 4 of the 5 people. I did queue up. What is this? Little notch on here. Oh. Huh. Anyway, it's interesting. I don't know if I've ever looked at that before. I queued up for... I don't think I've done Siege of Nuzao Temple, so I queued up for that for normal. I queued up for Cataclysm normal, a few of them that I haven't done yet. And I queued up for Heroic Pandar, because I'm exactly 90, so I can do that. So if I get lucky, I might run into Scholomance. I would love to do Scholomance. That'd be so cool. I don't want to just queue up for that, because I think it's statistically unlikely that it'll pop for me to queue. But so I queued up for a few, and looks like we're already filling up pretty nice. Just need a tank. But I did get some feedback via YouTube comments. One person mentioned that my talents actually do impact outdoor PvE. Given that, Relentless seems fine. Like, I like that talent. This one seems good. Entrenched in Flame. And Cremation seems fine. So I'm going to keep these talents for the time being. I looked at the other ones. They don't necessarily seem better, and these seem kind of fun and easy. So I'm going to stick with those. And people also said that the videos have been looking better recently than my old videos. Maybe if you go back about 4 episodes, I have mentioned that I increased the bit rate of the videos, and apparently it looks a lot better at full screen. So we're sticking to that. It adds about 20 minutes to my rendering time, so it goes from about 2.5 hours to like 2 hours and 50 minutes, I think, right around 3 hours. And my upload time doubles because the file size is double, but that seems worth it. Okay, King Pharaohs, what's up? You've arrived just in time, SoupaSoka. Cool, that was an easy quest. Lieutenants of Darkness. The armies of Ram-Kehen are getting obliterated by Neferset's immortal guardians. Slay Scorpion Lord Namkar and High Priest Sekhmet. The only way to defeat them is to slay the Dark Pharaoh of Neferset. Before we make our move, however, we're going to need to take care of his lieutenants. Okay, I'm going to get behind the battle lines and wreck some named NPCs, and obtain 10 Neferset insignias. I will not lie to you, we face a tremendous challenge. As you go behind the enemy lines into Neferset City, I want you to bring back the insignia of any Neferset scum you defeat. It will be a boon to our armies to know you've dealt a crushing blow. What's this? Is that, oh no, Salhat. What's he up to? Escort the Ram-Kehen Ranger Captain to higher ground. Okay. Oh, this is not the Ranger Captain, right? I didn't think he was a Ranger Captain. I was like, interesting. There's one catch, SoupaSoka agreed, but only if you would spearhead the attack with them. It'll be a small group, else we'll draw the enemy's attention. Okay. Let's do it. Kind of cool, we're like waging leading a small assault. I like it. Discovered Mount Acker. Alright, do we go up the hill? I mean, let's just go higher ground, right? Let's go. I pulled up my Void Walker's up and running, and my let's pull a random pet. Ashstone Core. What is this guy? I don't even know what that is. He's a little geode looking thing. Cool. I like it. Oh, I see the rooting. Yeah, yeah, okay. I wasn't really paying attention to that rooting effect, but I see it now. It's very obvious now. I look at them like, oh yeah, of course. I've been rooting these guys since 2 episodes back, and I just now noticed that. Okay, my headphones are a little loud. It's probably not obvious, but I do have an earbud in this ear, so I do listen to the game sounds. It was just like blowing out my ear. Actually, my earbud's broke. My right earbud is busted, so you may have noticed in previous episodes I would use my earbud on this side. Now, maybe, I don't know, 10 episodes back, I switched 20 episodes back, simply because my, oh, what was my talent that I picked? Flickered birds a target for an additional damage over time, right? Is that the damage? Yeah, okay. My earbud just like stopped working. If you turn up the volume to maximum, like 100%, you can hear out of it, but it's really faint. It's just like the intensity dropped off massively. Goodbye, Infernal. You helped us for one fight and gave me some soul shards, so not too bad. Do we have the higher ground now, or do we? Oh no, still got some bad guys to fight. Alright, spam some good AoE things here. I'm gonna die. Why am I not dying? I wonder if they kill these if I still get the... I wonder if I still get the quest completion. That's what I was hoping for. Well, that's interesting. I didn't expect to die there. I heard tanking aggro was reduced significantly. I didn't really... Yeah, I mentioned this like maybe last episode. I never really thought of it as impacting... I didn't really consider it as impacting Void Walkers until... I think last episode I kind of mentioned that I had some thought that might be the case. But man, I'm getting like crushed by these things. I've died probably more in the last couple episodes than I did in the prior 15 episodes. It's not like horrendous, but it's just enough to kind of hurt. Let's go for the named guys, and we're just going to kind of sneak along over these guys. Let's go for the named guys, and if we get them, we'll probably kill some of their lackeys along the way. This guy cast Shadow Bolt also. I guess I don't cast Shadow Bolt. I could cast Shadow Bolt if I changed specs. People are recommending I try Demonology. I do plan to try Demonology soon. I still enjoy Destruction spec a lot, so I don't really want to switch yet, but I will at some point try Demonology again. It's been a long time. I tried it for maybe 5 to 10 episodes, I don't know. A while back. It's been a while. I think I started with Affliction, then switched to Demonology, and finally Destruction. I kind of actually like Destruction the most, even though I generally do enjoy summoning a lot of the old dudes. So, I don't know. I'm considering a few options here. But at the moment, I'm going to stick with Destruction spec, because I like it a lot. I don't know. It's fun, it's pretty simple. I don't feel like I have to manage a lot of things, and sometimes you probably have noticed I've talked about it a lot. I like to have kind of simple stuff sometimes, like simplify my tune as much as possible. It's something about not having to manage a lot of little guys running around is kind of compelling in its own way. I think I should die from... Yeah. So I think Grimthick should take him out. Hope these guys have a good drop rate in these insignias, eh? How's our Q looking? Oh, we lost our healer. Rip. Who's this guy? 12-year merchant. Interesting. I am enjoying the... I I think it's a shorter cooldown on Havoc now, right? I thought it used to be like a minute cooldown. It feels shorter. I'd have to double check. I'm so sad we didn't get the Grimoire of Supremacy, the other Grimoire of Supremacy. I was excited for that for like at least 10 levels. I think I've been excited about that since like the 70s or something maybe. And literally 2 levels before I ding, and I'm able to like have a permanent Doom Guard. Blizzard's like, nah, we're taking that out. It's like, oh, come on, Blizzard. So sad. You know what I should have done when I died just now? I should have used my AoE stun. I'm still learning some of these things, obviously. I guess those merchants don't drop the things I need. Doesn't look like they do. Because if I highlight them, they don't show the quest item, so I don't think I can... I should waste my time killing them. Last night, my wife and I rented a movie from Redbox for like a, $1.50 or whatever. And it's called I Feel Pretty with Amy Schumer. And like, to be honest, Amy Schumer's fine. I'm not like a crazy huge Amy Schumer fan or anything, but sometimes she's a little annoying. Just not in movies. Like, it's weird. I don't mind her in movies, but outside of movies, at interviews, sometimes I found her a little weird. Not like terribly, just a little weird. The movie was honestly better than I thought for being kind of a... I don't even want to call it like an inspirational comedy. I'm sure it got like terrible reviews, but it wasn't terrible. I enjoyed it. I probably wouldn't... It's like one of those movies where like, I wouldn't enjoy it if I spent $15 to go to a movie theater to see it. But for it was like $1.90, I think, at the Redbox. Fair enough. So we watched that last night on a Friday night. Just kind of hung out. What is this debuff? Increases damage taken by... Maybe that's why I got wrecked by those guys. I didn't notice that the other ones were casting that same debuff. That's a pretty bad debuff to take. If I had like multiple stacks of 350 increased damage. I want to eventually get over here, because I feel like that's where... Now I got a tank, we need a healer, okay. I feel like over here to the west is where we'll find Harrison Jones again, if we find him again. These big battles are kind of cool looking, just seeing all this stuff going on. Oh, and Move Anything was updated. I actually installed it, but then when I went to my UI, it showed it was still out of date, so I don't really know, but I ended up disabling it. Alright, you're a valuable ally, SoupaSoka. We are one step closer to defeating the enemy. Cool. It is good to see you once more, SoupaSoka. Cool. Excellent job, SoupaSoka. Our troops will hear of your deeds. Okay, what's this guy got for us? I don't think it's an upgrade for us. Not really. Oops. You did it, SoupaSoka. Excellent. A lot of back and forth running here. Are we ready to assault these guys now? We're ready to strike now. Thanks for answering my question. Slay Dark Pharaoh Takan and Neferset City. If we take down Dark Pharaoh Takan, the immortal Colossi who fall on our armies will be able to march into Neferset City. Seek him out and engage him without fear. I'll make sure you're not alone when it's time to bring him down. Okay, well, flying makes this a lot easier. Hey, this is one of those things again, I'm not sure, was flying available? By 90, I'm sure you could fly, right? But I think in Cataclysm, flying was available early on, right? I think it wasn't until later that they made it so flying wasn't available. Like Pandaria, maybe they started making it so flying was limited. Maybe it's Wrath of the Lich King, I don't know. Or I don't know. Was there ever an expansion? What I'm getting at is, was there ever an expansion where you could fly from like the first level in the expansion? Burning Crusade, you had hit 70, I know that. Maybe Wrath of the Lich King could fly before you hit max level at some point. Alright, big elite dude, let's do this. How do we wanna... Whatever. Let's just start dumping everything on him. I'm sure our buddies will get here in a second. Hopefully. Oh god. Where's the reinforcements, yo? I don't know what that circle is, but it's kind of scary. Maybe I don't really need the reinforcements. I threw a stun on him just because I can. Oh, there's the reinforcements. Yeah, they're doing their job, I guess. Sure. You know, I mean, I know we had this guy, like King Pharaoh, or whatever his name is, King Pharaoh, but come on, that was like kind of a wimpy army attack there, I think. Nice. We're gonna pop our Q any second now, aren't we? This is actually kind of cool, though. I do like the idea, like, we basically help the smaller army engage a larger army to some extent. I felt like that ending was kind of weak. I don't know about you, but it seemed like, let's go to the west and pick up this flight point. I felt like that fight itself was kind of weak. Not so much the cinematic, maybe the cinematic a little bit, but I mean, how did we not get like a giant army fighting a giant army instead of like one guy with 2 guards? A little disappointing. I don't mean to be like critical of the finale of that long quest chain, but I guess I'm being critical of the long quest chain, so. It's kind of weird that we haven't touched anything over here yet. Completely empty. I'm guessing chapters, the Dark Pharaoh, is the one we just completed while we light up. Wow, some weird little ghosty dudes. Ruins of Amon. Okay. Interesting. I'm sure we come back here for some quests. I like to fly low, like I've said this many times. I try to fly somewhat low so I can at least appreciate the environment a little bit. Okay, Schnauz's Landing. What is that? Elementium pin. Do I want Elementium? Is that good? Doesn't seem that useful. I mean, I'm sure it's got some use. They change skills a lot. I don't really actually understand how professions changed. I never really looked into it, but I've heard they've changed them a lot. But I haven't looked into it. I haven't really done professions in this tune at all. I haven't really worried about it. Apparently, nice. Blackrock Caverns. I'm really excited for this. Let's turn in this quest real quick.
The dark times will pass.
He wants you to mingle with the guests at Schnauz's Landing. Okay. We'll come back to that quest. Okay, the commander is quite busy, I'm afraid. The demands of an operation such as this require much of his attention these days. So Blackrock Caverns, have I done this yet? I do want to reset Skada. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is one that I did. Kill Korla, Herald of Twilight. Okay.
Alrighty then.
This is an instance that I started. Oh, I changed the icons based on suggestions from let's see something, hold on. Can I move this? There's gotta be a way to unlock. There we go. I'm actually still in trouble moving it, so I'm just gonna lock it for now. Someone asked me to change it to raid style icons and to class colors. So there we go. Priest, Hunter, Warlock, Warrior, Paladin. So yeah, like I said, trying to keep up with the comments better. Last couple weeks I think I've been a little bit better about it. Maybe last month almost. And this, I forget what we need for this. Dwarf Runestone, right? Okay, so I've done this instance before through this boss. You never saw this. What happened is, maybe 8 or 9 episodes back, or more than that probably now, I was recording, and my computer froze. I've built this computer about a year ago. Let's see, a little more than a year ago now, probably about June. I think it was June of, I need to get a new, hold on a sec. I know this is like not the best time to do this, but I'm gonna get my imp out anyway. My DPS is battered here because I'm trying to save up my soul shards for like no reason, I guess. I know the boss is coming. So, about a year ago on my computer, it's literally never frozen, crashed, locked up ever, except when I was starting to overclock it and I was like pushing it a bit. I'm laughing at instance chat. That's really funny. So anyway, it froze because I was recording in this instance, and it just like my computer like locked up in a weird way. Like it was sort of usable, but not exactly. Long story short, I was in this instance, killed the first boss during the recording, got to the second boss. We were about to wipe anyway, and it locked up, and I lost that footage. So I've done this first boss. It's kind of cool boss, actually. I enjoyed it. Apparently these guys hit really hard. Let's stun them for now. save our tank for a second. I think we've got a couple more pulls before the boss. Like, we want to clear this at least, and I would say clear this too personally, but I think we can get by with just clearing this. Oh man, we're gonna get wrecked. What was that? Incapacitated. That's a cool. It's like an AoE sap. How do you get that? I don't know those. Or not AoE, a ranged sap. That's what I meant to say. It's very cool. Saving my Infernal for the bossy boss. Oh dear god. Okay. I don't know how far the boss patrolled, but not that far. I love how we're getting wrecked by the this stuff. Like, what are we supposed to do about it? I don't know. Just die, I guess. Those guys hit hard. Those ogres, apparently. So, that's interesting. Okay. Let's not aggro the boss yet, please. Good job. I like this, AoE, or this, damage over time we get from Flag. I like it. Okay. Ooh, I got some... I haven't equipped this. I'll take it. Nice. Free appearance. Always good. Alright, so I need to remember on this fight, on the boss, that I should use my trinket, which I haven't been using because I kind of forgot about it a lot. And oh dear god, we're gonna pull this boss, aren't we? Wow, that aggro range is short, and I love it. That was a close one. And there's the big guy. So, I love the paladin just mounted up and ran. It's really funny. I find that very, very cute. Well, okay. Boss time. So remember, we have to break out of the little bond. He like locks us. We have to break out of it ASAP. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do one of these. Oh, I shouldn't have done that yet. Let's do, there we go. We got the Infernal up and running, which is nice. I love that Infernal, by the way. Like, the fact that he regenerates soul shards is really, really cool to me. Chains of Woe. Gotta break out of this bad boy ASAP. There we go. You're all welcome. Let's back up a little bit. I hope my imp's not gonna get wrecked on this. That was okay. I was worried imp was gonna get smoked by something there. Let's not stand in that. Alright, time to do some AoE. Oh dear god. This is terrible. Alright, let's back up. Okay, I think we're good. Kind of a cool boss. We lost the DPS apparently. That's fine. Don't need DPS. I'm all the DPS you guys need. I should voice chat these people. And just provide a lot of sass. So let's not stand in that. Alright. How are we holding up? I think we're okay. Alright, we're good. We got him. Whew. Any good loot? No. Okay. Fun boss. I like that boss a lot. And this guy's named Raz. Yeah, he's gonna wreck everything. It's actually kind of cool. Physical damage don't increase by 500%. Very nice. I'm gonna pop up a fresh soul well for everyone. So this is the next boss. We actually got like wrecked on really bad. This is what happened. Is I meant to reread the adventure guide for this boss. Okay. Okay, we can turn into a Twilight Dragon Lord. That's good. A player that gained 100 stacks. I think it's good, right? As opposed to letting them become an evolved Twilight Zealot. I would say Zealot. Ever since I was a little kid, and I started playing StarCraft, I was pronounced Zealot, and I got that in my head. I never heard anyone else pronounce it. I never saw the word. I've heard the word like religious zealot. Like I'd heard that word, but I never saw it in writing when I heard it. So I never put zealot and zealot together. So I thought it was a zealot, and that's how I pronounced StarCraft's zealots. Like dragoons and zealots. I call them zealots, and now I know it's zealots, but I still in my head I always say zealot. I just haven't. I don't know. I learned that word when I was like 8 years old or whatever when StarCraft came out, and never got it out of my memory because I read it that way for 10 years before I heard it, before I figured out it was wrong. So basically, I want to stand in between a Twilight Zealot and the Nether Dragon Corpse. I think that's what we want to do. So I think it's important thing. I need to soak that beam and gain those stacks. I think that's the key here. Could be wrong on that, but I think I need to do. I hope that's right. That's what I'm going to try to do. And this guy's kind of beefy. My, I don't know if you can see it very well, it's kind of a lot of shadows there. My skin wound is getting better. It's like this notch here, but it's most of the oh, I remember this too. I jumped off here, pet ran around, aggroed everything. That really sucked. Learned that the hard way last time. All of a sudden, all these mobs around here decided to come around and eat us. So that was kind of funny. Well, not really funny. No one blamed me because no one recognized it was my fault, I think. Or they didn't say anything, at least, if they did recognize it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, now that guy's ghoul didn't do it. Oh, I guess he's a Death Knight, not a warrior. I thought it was a warrior. I wasn't paying attention, obviously. So, what was I saying? Anyway, I swear my imp ran around. Something last time I was here, all the mobs up here chased us around, and I didn't dismiss my pet. We had a hunter with us too, so maybe it was the hunter, I don't know. But that was painful. So any tips for this fight? I might as well ask before I go into it. I think I know what I'm doing. I like to ask when I'm not sure. I don't know, just it doesn't hurt to just run it by people. 2 on each side. Share the beams. Got it. That's what I was saying, the beams are the key here. Shit, Chaos Bolt does so much damage. I love it. It still is incredible. Easy peasy. Alright, what time is it? Almost 6 in the morning. Cool. Alright. I think we got this.
Heretics! You will suffer for this interruption.
This is my beam, son, not yours. Someone else gonna take the beam? Do I want to max out the beam? Probably not.
Bask in his power. Rise as an agent of the Master's rage.
So we're gonna wipe here, aren't we? Yeah, probably. Okay, once my ticks off, okay, I can soak this one. Man, I'm good at this game. I need to use up my chaos bolts. What am I doing? Or my soul shards, I should say. Well, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. maybe I should communicate more with what's going on with people. Okay, I took this one now. We're so dead. Can I stun these other guys at least? Maybe. Okay, I don't know, we might survive this somehow. At least I'm soaking this beam. Okay, I should keep DPSing. What am I doing? Oh my gosh, sorry. I like turned away from the DPS for a second because I just kill this thing. Oh my gosh, Chaos Bolt something. Oh, I turned away from the DPS because I thought I was gonna Soulstone the tank. I thought the tank was gonna die. Obviously he didn't, and I was like wasting my time by taking off my DPS, which is a terrible decision. Finkel's helm cracked with static. Amazing. We haven't got much time. Raz looked injured. If we get to him in time, we might have a chance that I can turn him back into a regular orc. Sorry about that. I figured I'd send through some gold for your troubles and all that. That's cute. Wow, I can't believe I actually survived that. Seriously. What's the name of my add-on that makes me move out of the way? I forget what it's called. Add-ons. My GTFO add-on yelled at me to move around 80% as a heads up. Yeah, so that's cool. That add-on actually is really helpful for that. I honestly would have stood in it till 100% because I thought 100 was good to hit it, but now I realize that what would have happened is I would have just been like I would have been a bad guy. It would have been bad. Like the other guys that were taking over. So kind of a cool fight. Not super complicated, right? Once you figure it out. Like basically you want to soak, as much as you can, step out at maybe like 90%, and then step out at maybe like 90%. And that's why we getting killed by these guys. And then let someone else soak. Yeah. GTFO is a really nice add-on. Someone recommended it for me probably like a year ago, and I didn't trust. I don't know. I just didn't want it. But like, I don't know, a month ago, not even a month ago, a few weeks ago, I picked it up, and it's super, super duper worth it. I guess we decided to pull these guys. That's fun. Alright, double Chaos Bolts. That's how you do some DPS, folks. I'm really interested in the new tanking. The threat generation. I don't really understand why they nerfed tank aggro, but it's something I'm just really curious about. As we got one in the back here, might as well pop them up. But yeah, I'm just wondering, why would they decide to reduce threat generation by tanks? I heard it was like there was like a bonus percent or something of like 900% or 600% down to like 200 or 300%, and that's just interesting to me. I don't know I'm sure they explained it in one of the Q&As. I just haven't watched it, but I'm interested in seeing and learning the philosophy. I like learning about design philosophies in anything. Whether it's like architecture or science or video games or music, And I wonder, therefore, why they made these design changes. We need to turn into a goblin. I love it. What's a goblin dance look like? Pretty beefy. Goblin dance is good. I like it. I don't know what it's based off of. Oh, I kind of recognize some of those moves. They're just like, I don't know if it's a generic dance though or not. Oh man. That felt really good. I love stretching in the morning. Like, I call it stretching. My wife just calls it like tensing my body, not like a legitimate stretch, but something about it. Like you kind of like arch your back and like stretch your arms out, and, like tense everything, right? Like tighten up a lot of your muscles, and then you let go, and you sort of like get a little lightheaded, which is probably really bad for me. But it's called, what's it called? It's a pressure shift. Like you suddenly, you rapidly increase your blood pressure by tensing everything and like squeezing all your veins and arteries together, and you let go of them all at the same time, and your blood pressure drops. And so you actually, if I understand it right, you lower the blood flow to your brain temporarily because your blood pressure drops suddenly throughout, a significant portion of your body, and your brain is like going into a state of like unconsciousness, sort of, but not actually, but almost, because it doesn't have suddenly enough blood flow to it and therefore oxygen. So for like a brief second, your brain's like, oh, I'm gonna shut down. But then of course, if you're a regular healthy person, it goes back to normal, which is good. This stun is gross. I'm not really paying attention to this fight. Too busy talking about my blood pressure. I've always had, so one interesting thing is, since I can remember, how are we going to kill all these? Where's our big guy?
Raz, smash!
That's my dude. It's like, where's Raz? We need him. When we need him. Let's pull out Nuts. Does Nuts have a mustache? No, he has a big nose. So since I was about 19 years old, I started donating blood, and I donate blood regularly. I donate blood literally probably every... Where did I click on this thing? Oh, just walk up, kill, Karsh, steal. Okay, we need to kill the Twilight armor. Cool, that guy looks beefy. This guy looks, these kind of infernal, infernals, elementals look really cool, by the way. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen a fire elemental that looks like that. It's pretty cool. Max health decreased, movement speed decreased, interesting. Are these guys not immune to fire? That's good to know. I feel like a lot of times things get to be immune to fire spells in vanilla. I was thinking about this, when I started this series, I was making consistent comparisons between Legion and vanilla. I remember like that was like the whole point of the series to me. It was like really doing like a strict comparison. And I did that with my rogue too when I started him at like level 1, but then eventually boosted him to 100. But I kind of got away from that over time just because there's only so much you can say, honestly, in comparing things. Every now and then I'm like, oh yeah, this reminds me of something from vanilla. And I don't think I've commented on it yet, but a lot of times I think I've commented on it already. And it gets a bit repetitive, so I've obviously shied away from making this a comparison leveling series, and it's just a pure learning about WoW, leveling, enjoying myself series now. It's been that way for like 30 episodes probably, if you haven't figured that out. So I started donating blood when I was 19 years old, and it's been about 10 years, and I still donate blood regularly. I've probably donated... I donate a lot of different places because I've moved a few times, so I don't always donate with the Red Cross, or I do local blood banks, all these things. I don't have a good record, but I've donated around like 3 to 4 gallons of blood, which is like, there's 3.78 liters per gallon, so let's say 4 liters per gallon. So I've donated around 12 to 16 liters. Alright, these armor shimmers, so I guess I'm supposed to nuke them, I guess. I don't want to stand on this thing, apparently. I love that infernal. This spell seems much easier than all the other ones we've done so far. Like, very simple, unless I'm missing something here. Maybe it's the tank seems to be moving him. Run through the fire to damage his armor. Got it. Whoa. So run through the fire to damage his armor. Got it. Okay. I mean, my DPS is like crushing these people, so apparently I'm doing something right as is. No offense to them, but you know, it is what it is. I ran through the fire, but I don't think it mattered. Anyway, I've donated a lot of blood, and I enjoy doing it a lot. I enjoy the free snacks, I enjoy the free t-shirts. I also enjoy knowing that I'm hopefully helping people stay alive. Okay, Finkel's helm crackles with static. That should put a stop to their armory, at least for now. Raz ran off across the ramp on the other side of the forge. Go, go, go. Cool. This is a cute, like, instance where basically chasing down a giant orc that's been transformed into a beast of some sort. Anyway, sorry, my point here is, when I donate blood, they check your blood pressure. That's the point of this story. And when they check your blood pressure, you know, it's one thing I like about it. It's like a mini physical. They check your iron levels, and they check your blood pressure. I kind of like that. Alright, these guys need to be stunned. They're obviously wrecking everything. So I like the free blood pressure check, but I've always had what's basically like borderline pre... Oh. Whoops. Didn't know I had Shadow Prison on me. My bad. Recap's nice. I'm gonna make a soul wall for people. So, my blood pressure it's not high. I've always had like 120 over 80 is pre-hypertension. I think it's 120 over 80. And I've always been right at that, or just above it, or just below it, like consistent. I'm at like 118 over 78, or like 123 over 83. But it's been that way since I was like 19 years old, and it's never changed. It's been really consistent. Very rarely I'll get something like 10 points higher, and very rarely I'll get things that are 10 points lower. But it averages right at 120 over 80 almost always. So I don't know. I always keep track of it because I'm always worried that it's gonna creep up to being like really like hypertension. But apparently it's been pretty static, which I'm okay with. So anyway, blood pressure. Seriously, blood pressure. You should really. Let's not run. I get Shadow Prison on me. There we go. Now I'm safe. You should really check your blood pressure. Like seriously, even if you're at like a grocery store and they have one of those like automated machines, they're not always super accurate. The problem with those things is they lose. The way they're designed, they sort of self-calibrate, but they only can do so much to self-calibrate, and over time that calibration starts to fail. So they need people to manually, like people that work on the machines manually need to come by and physically like recalibrate them from time to time. If they don't do that, they lose accuracy over time. So for those ones at the grocery store, I would never put a lot of stock in them, but then maybe like if that's all you have available, it's worth maybe taking a look at it to get a sense of where you might be, and then try other ones at different grocery stores over time. Oh dear God. These guys need to be stunned. They're being jerks. They're immune. Also jerks. Some of these mobs, man, they're wrecking us. I don't know why I'm splitting my DPS here. I should really immolate these guys early on in a fight and just like keep immolate on both of them. It's a very talkative group, by the way, in our instance. We very rarely get this kind of level of conversation. It's fun. I like talking to people. This reminds me a lot more of vanilla. Like in vanilla, we would always talk because we kind of needed to, because we all were terrible at the game and didn't know what we were doing, which is nice. So I'm just saying, if you have health insurance in the U.S., you should go get a physical every year. If you don't have health insurance, you need to. I want to get that quest. If you don't have health insurance, then try to go to a free clinic. You could donate blood, honestly, to get your blood pressure checked, or you could just ask them even if you're not eligible for donation of blood. What am I doing? I did not mean to leave instance group. I meant to dismiss my pet because I thought we were jumping down. Please let me be able to sneak past these guys. Close one. Aggro. Kill beauty. Okay, I need to click through this because I need to get on these guys. Oh god, please don't aggro that other pack or we're super dead. Super dead. You could even say. Alright, these guys are being jerks. Let's see, can I stun these guys? Oh yeah, look at that AoE stun, that's nice. Can I like have multiple rain of fires going at the same time if I generate enough soul shards quickly enough? I don't think I can do that. That doesn't seem feasible. Oh my god. Oh. We dead. We dead, son. Sure, let's just... whatever. We're gonna die here for sure. Let's kill this guy. He seems like the worst one. Let's do this. Let's heal. If I can kill this guy, that'd be really, really helpful at least. Probably not gonna really kill him before he kills me. Oh, so close, so close. That'd be nice to get that guy out of there. Alright, well I guess we're running back. Oh, we have a quest here.
Hey. Off and away.
How did I miss that quest? Was it there all along? Oh, I'm glad we... Did I take a swirly portal? I think I should, right? If I took that, that would... should port me back, I think. I don't have this item, right? I think that would port me up to where we were. I think it's how those portals work, but... Can I take the swirly portal? I think that's what... So I remember in comments someone mentioned I could take those. Checks. Yeah. Too late now. I knew it. I knew I was supposed to take that. I see. I am picking up things in this game. I'm actually literally sort of kind of teaching other people how to play Legion now. Wait, no. Wait, am I wrong? Was I overconfident? Too bad I'm slow as... Jesus. Like, I'm so slow. Your pet aggroed. I don't have a pet out. Okay. It's like, oh, I need to cancel my pet too. I forgot I don't... It, you know, I died. So, sorry. I really want to get to my point here. Just, like, seriously, high blood pressure is what they call like a silent killer. People, you know, seem fine their whole life. Maybe a little fatigued and they don't really realize that it's because their blood pressure is high. And then one day they... Oh, no, it's the wrong way. One day you just straight up fall over dead from a heart attack. And it's easy. Just get your blood pressure checked. At least check on that, right? It's not that hard to do. There's literally like my local grocery store, like Walmart's or whatever, have little places near the pharmacy. Usually you can go and sit down. It's free. You know, get them checked there. Don't put a lot of stock in it. Like, if it's high, don't freak out. Those things aren't necessarily accurate. But go to a few different ones. Like, you know what? Go to Walmart's, go to whatever you have, like a Costco, different ones. Try them all. Write them all down. See what the average kind of falls at. If it seems a little bit concerning, go to a doctor. Have them check it for you. And then go from there. I think it's useful anyway. Anyways, I've always been aware of my blood pressure since I donate blood frequently, and I donate a lot of blood. And I do something called double red. It's kind of cool. They take twice as much red blood cells out, and then as they're taking it out, they centrifuge it, and they separate out the red blood cells, and they keep the red blood cells, and they pump everything else back in you, which is kind of cool, actually, in a weird way. And y'all gonna just DPS without me, I guess. It's fine. It's kind of cool in its own way. So, yeah, and basically walk out with, you don't really lose any blood volume, very little, just a little bit of red blood cell volume, but for the most part you keep your same blood volume, because they pump most of the white blood cells, plasma, whatever, back in you. T cells? Maybe that's what they're called. I should know this, but everything else gets literally pumped back into you. It's like a pump, mechanical pump. It's pretty cool. I always like doing that. And then afterwards, after you donate blood, there's like a snack bar. You get like juice or soda. I usually get juice, some water, maybe. Almost always I get apple juice because it just sounds good. I never buy apple juice, so it's a nice treat. Get some apple juice. How did we lose how did that guy die? I have no idea how he died. Let's grab some health stones. But what I really love is snacks. Like pretzels are good. Chex Mix. Sometimes they give you the best ones are cosmic brownies. They're so gross, and like when you look at them, but they're so good. If you ever just like look up a cosmic brownie, they're amazing. I love those things. They're seriously like trash tier in terms of quality of like what you call a brownie. This is a really cute little corehound, but I love cosmic brownies. I started eating them in high school. A friend of mine had one once. I tried them. They're amazing. Someone's saying Big Dog does something. We don't have to wonder anymore. We have a somewhere in here adventure guide. I was like, where's the adventure guide? Beauty. 4 seconds clear. Damage to only raid enemies and knocks them back. AoE damage / knockback. Charges farthest away player 2. So we probably don't want the healer the farthest back because you don't want them to get knocked away. We want them to be able to cast heals and magma spit. Random enemy player. 2 yards away. It's weird. Yeah, so dodge the blobs. Dodge the blobs that shoot out of players, I think. I don't know if that's the right way to describe it, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Can't be that bad. Alright, Infernal's ready to go for the next fight, which is nice. Just gonna build up a few soul shards going into the fight, if we can. And soul shards regenerate up to 3 when I'm out of combat, right? Or am I mistaken on that? Could have sworn that was a thing. Maybe not. Oh well. Alright. Is it... Okay. Let's do it. Farthest away player got charged in the face. Cute. Very fun. AoE didn't even hit me, which is somehow amazing that I resisted. I don't understand how that happened, but sure. Take it. I don't see any of those blobs. Does it make me immune to fear? I don't know if it does. Uh-oh. I'm gonna heal up a little bit. I used my health stone. That's good enough to heal up. There's the blobs. No, that's the soul. That's not the blobs. Not the blobs. I'm mistaken. That was our allied army of the undead popping up. So my bad. There's those blobs. That's what I'm looking for. All right. Is he gonna charge? Oh, fear! Interrupted my chaos ball. What a jerk. At least I have a dot on him during all that. Easy. Do my eyes deceive me? Choose your reward. Neither of these seem like significant upgrades. Take their twinkle. Phew, that was one less thing I'll need to worry about if we ever make it out of this place. Cool. There are a lot of quests down here. easy. We've been down here. How long have we been down on this instance? Like half an hour? Like, this is a long instance. The episode is done. Like, when I get out of here, I'm logging. I'm calling it a day. I don't have an imp. Jesus. That whole fight didn't have my imp out. Did I really top DPS in that fight? Despite not having an imp out? Or a pet? Oh man. My DPS was definitely low without the pet. Like that Pocket Reaver. What a cutie. Okay, so this is happening, folks. Oh, Jesus. Oh, how did I live through that? I'm a beast, apparently. Get good, scrub. We're gonna be like broken. Our gear's gonna be like wrecked by the time we're out of this instance. Amazing. I'm sitting here at full health. Everyone else is like getting wrecked. I'm very amused by this. This is honestly a really fun instance. It's not that I want like a challenge all the time, but this is we're dying, we're wiping, we're like communicating on how to like deal with things. We're having a good time. To be honest, this is the most fun I've had in an instance in a long time. It's seriously, it's a lot of fun. Like, it's really enjoyable. We're making progress, so it's not like we're hitting a wall, right? Like, that makes it kind of frustrating. When you hit a wall and you're really stuck, it's not fun. But if you're progressing, even if it's a challenge, then that's great. Well, while we're waiting for people to heal up a bit, I'm wearing a t-shirt today. Same t-shirt I wore last couple episodes, actually, and it's from Voodoo Realm. They sponsor this video and really my entire channel, so please take a moment to check them out at voodoo-realm.com. There's a link in the video description, and if you use code SUPA, you get 10% off your purchase, so please check them out. Oh, there's our dude. Get him, Raz. That makes me so happy. It's a lot of trash to clear. It's kind of dense. How do we adventure guide this guy? They switch places. Oh god, we're going. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Sure. I'm targeting the wrong mob. I'm failing so badly here. I did not do a good job of managing my soul shards here. I got really confused. Like, it just too much happened too quickly, and it kind of distracted me. These guys don't absorb all the damage, so AoEing is probably a waste of my time here, isn't it? I should really just be focusing on nuking the target. He's going to switch again in a second to 33%, I think. This one? Yes. Well, it's not a hard fight necessarily. Can I stun those other guys? No, they're all immune. That was a waste of my DPS. That's okay. And this isn't a super complicated fight, or it's not like doing a ton of DPS at least. The scaling seems kind of weak or whatever. I don't know if weak's the right word, but he's not like blowing us up or anything. Nice. Very fun. Pretty easy boss. Final boss. Compared to some other stuff, that was a pretty easy boss. Honestly. Ready for turn-in. Alright, what's up?
Pleased to meet you.
Poor Raz, he was the best friend a gnome ever had. At least we avenged his death and cleared out this hellish cavern. Yes. Thanks all. Had a lot of fun. Seriously, that was fun. I enjoyed myself. Did we get an upgrade at all? A trinket. Chance to increase haste. Cool. Well, that's fine. I don't know if I'll want to use that over my activatable one, but yeah, I'm not sure about that. Oh yeah. So let me double check this. The ring is not an upgrade. Is that better? This is slightly higher item level than the Anhur's hymnal, so maybe I should equip it over that one. But I kind of like the activatable one that I have, the Cannoneer's Fuse Lighter for bosses and stuff. So I want to keep that one. But I'll at least pop this one. That seems reasonable. Alright, so we're actually going to stop here for today. Next episode, we'll start up with Bellic Brightblade's quest. We do need to turn in the Fall of Neferset City still, but I think that's just the ending the quest line. Yeah, so we'll stop here for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.